The New York Knicks are making a bold move this offseason, and it could change the trajectory of the franchise. After a month of interviews, speculation, and tough decisions, the Knicks are set to hire one of the most respected coaches in the NBA, Mike Brown. That's right, Mike Brown, a two-time NBA Coach of the Year, is expected to take the reins in New York. But how did we get here? And what does this mean for the Knicks moving forward? Let's break it down. Before we dive into the details, if you're a Knicks fan or an NBA enthusiast, hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video. We've got a lot to unpack here, and I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think Mike Brown can finally bring an NBA championship to New York? Let's get into it. It all started 1 month ago when the Knicks made the decision to part ways with Tom Thibodeau. It was a tough call, but the front office, led by President Leon Rose, knew a change was necessary. The team had a strong regular season, but they fell short in the Eastern Conference Finals, losing to the Indiana Pacers. The Knicks began a thorough search for their next head coach, requesting permission to speak with 5 top NBA coaches. Unfortunately, they were denied by each of them. So, the Knicks turned their attention to other candidates. They interviewed several available coaches, going through multiple rounds of interviews and a rigorous process to find the right fit. In the end, the Knicks landed on Mike Brown, a veteran coach with an impressive resume and a track record of working with some of the biggest stars in the game. Mike Brown is no stranger to NBA success. He's a 4-time NBA champion as an assistant coach with the Golden State Warriors and the San Antonio Spurs under 2 of the greatest coaches of all time, Steve Kerr and Greg Popovich. But Brown's experience goes beyond just being an assistant. He's also been a head coach for over 2 decades, working with some of the NBA's best players in different eras. He's coached players like Stephen Curry, Draymond Green, and Klay Thompson with the Warriors, Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, and Tony Parker with the Spurs, LeBron James with the Cleveland Cavaliers, Kobe Bryant and Pau Gasol with the Los Angeles Lakers, and De'Aaron Fox and Domantas Sabonis with the Sacramento Kings. That kind of experience, coaching superstar players across different systems and styles of play, is exactly what the Knicks need to take that next step. And it's not just about the players he's coached. Mike Brown has shown that he can build a winning culture, and that's something the Knicks have been searching for since the days of Patrick Ewing and Charles Oakley. But let's be real. Brown's tenure with the Sacramento Kings ended in a way that raised some eyebrows. He was fired by the Kings in December after a rough start to the 2023 season. Despite leading the Kings to their first playoff appearance in 16 seasons just 1 year earlier, Brown was let go after a 13-18 start. It was a surprising move, especially considering that the Kings had one of the league's most potent offenses under his guidance. However, it's important to note that Brown's coaching abilities weren't the reason for his firing. The Kings had high expectations for the 2020-24 season, and when things didn't go according to plan, the front office made the difficult decision to move on. But Brown's legacy in Sacramento is still intact, and his success with the Kings, especially in rebuilding the franchise, is one of the main reasons the Knicks came calling. So why Mike Brown? Well, the Knicks were looking for a coach who could bring stability, experience, and a proven track record of success. In his time with the Cleveland Cavaliers, Brown led the team to an NBA Finals appearance in 2007, although they were swept by the Spurs. That said, getting to the finals with a team built around LeBron James during his early years was a major accomplishment. And then there's his success in Sacramento. In 2020, Brown was named NBA Coach of the Year after leading the Kings to their first playoff berth in more than a decade. Under his leadership, Sacramento boasted the highest-rated offense in the entire league. That's a big deal for the Knicks, who have struggled offensively in recent seasons. Brown's ability to build a potent offense, combined with his defensive pedigree, makes him an intriguing option for a Knicks team that is on the cusp of greatness. The Knicks are a team with plenty of potential. They have one of the best young cores in the league, with players like Julius Randle, R.J. Barrett, and Jalen Brunson leading the charge. However, they've struggled to take the next step in the playoffs. Under Thibodeau, the Knicks were tough defensively, but lacked the offensive firepower to compete with the league's best.